Your mother can have a huge impact on your current love life. And I don't mean directly, but indirectly, she can actually sabotage your love life at this moment. If your mother was critical, emotionally unavailable, or had a super low self esteem, you pick up on that as a child and you might still carry that with you even though you're an adult at this moment. What you have to know that as a child, your brain is not fully grown yet. And in the period between 0 and 7 years old, our brain is actually designed in a way that we are like sponges. So we see everything as truth and we don't have the capability yet to actually see things objectively. And you still might be carrying around the trauma that you faced as a child. And this can still influence your love life here today. And in that sense, a mother wound can definitely be a love block. In this video, I'm going to be sharing 5 types of mother wounds that are sabotaging your love life. So then you know where it's coming from and the sabotaging can stop. But before I'm going to dive into the 5 mother wounds that I have for you, I do want to give you something more because I want you to start dating the right type of men. And how can you do that? By avoiding the wrong type of men. And that's why I wrote the ebook 5 types of men to avoid during dating, because I want you to stop dating those men. There are amazing, smart, beautiful women investing their time and heart over and over and over again in men that cannot give them a healthy, sparkling and loving relationship. And I don't want that to be you. So that's why I wrote the ebook 5 types of men to avoid during dating. And what I'm going to do, so you can get it and download it for free, I'm going to make sure that it's going to be in the description below so you indeed can download it for free. So let's dive into 5 types of mother wounds that are sabotaging your love life at this moment, and let's once and for all get rid of them. Although the mother wound represents more feminine trauma than just a relationship you had with your mother, in this video I'm just going to focus on that specific part. So let's dive in the first mother wound that I have for you, and that is being insecure about your physical appearance. So what can be the case is that your mother was highly critical of you. So she might have bluntly told you, you're too fat, you're too skinny, your skin is not right, your hair is whatever it is. And that can be because she was narcissistic herself and she tried to pull you down and with that lift herself up. Well, what can also be is that she was insecure herself, maybe when she was younger, and she wanted to help you to be more successful by trying to get you more slim or trying to get you to eat a little bit more or trying to get your hair look a certain way so you would be having more success. So that can be definitely a case. Can be that she tried to keep you healthy. Can be whatever it is, she was critical in a way. And as I said before, as a kid, you cannot really objectively look at what's really going on. So you don't see the positive intention, or maybe there was not a positive intention if your mother was narcissistic, except for herself. But she might have had a very positive intention for you with her behavior, but as a child, you don't see that. What can also be the case is that your mother had a very low self-esteem herself. And she might have told you that you're beautiful, that your hair looks perfect, that you're exactly right when it comes to your physical appearance. What can be the case is that she wasn't sure of herself, that she had a very low self-esteem herself. So even though she told you you were amazing, she kept on repeating certain affirmations in her head about her appearance. Oh, I'm too fat, I'm too skinny, my hair sucks, this is not right. And that is what you pick up as a child. So not necessarily what she tells you how amazing you are, but the internal dialogue that she has herself. And how this might sabotage your love life at this moment is that you feel less than the man that you feel attracted to. So if you are on a date or you're dating someone and you're interacting with this person, if you don't feel good enough, whether that's physically, emotionally, mentally, then you're going to put the other person subconsciously on a pedestal, and this kills attraction. This kills attraction because men, we women as well, we want to be with someone that feels equal. And this is how you can create attraction. But if you feel the other person is more than you, subconsciously, you're going to send all kinds of signals that I'm not good enough. So if you don't feel good enough about yourself, you're going to continue to keep on putting men on a pedestal, and with that kill attraction. So this is something that you really need to work on. The second one is that you never learn to regulate your emotions. So your mother might have been very unstable in that sense that she never was able to regulate or control her emotions. And if you never learned how to process emotions, how to deal with them, you are being left alone in that sense, and you cannot process your emotions. And dating can be an emotional roller coaster if you don't know how to process your emotions, if you don't know how to control your emotions and deal with your emotions. So what can happen is that when things go well, you feel super nice, you feel amazing. But the moment a guy doesn't text back, or that he doesn't show up for a date or whatever, your emotions overwhelm you. So this can definitely be something that you got from your mother, that she was never really good in regulating her own emotions. And this can sabotage your love life, in the sense that your love life is going to be like an emotional roller coaster for you, because you cannot deal with your emotions. The third one is the fear of abandonment. And what you have to know is that the masculine energy is like a rubber band. It goes and it comes back. It goes and it comes back. But if your mother never really got this, that she learned that this is the healthy masculine energy, but if she learned that men would leave her life, then she might subconsciously transmit this to you. So it can be that your mother would be waiting for your father, for example, at 5:30, that he would come home, and then it was a 5:45 and 6 o'clock, and your father is not there. And she would not necessarily panic, and because of maybe your father being in an accident. No, she would panic because she was afraid that your father would have left her. What can also be is that she was dating men that were not reliable, so that men always left her. And this is what she transmitted to you when you were a child. This is what you saw, and this is what you sort of copy-pasted into your own life. And therefore, you never really trusted the masculine energy to do this, to come back. What could have also been the case is that your mother wasn't able to give you a secure feeling, or situations happened in the past that didn't give you that secure feeling with your mother. As a child, what is the case is that we need our caregivers, whether that's our parents or caregivers. And if they cannot be there, and especially if you're super young, if you're a baby, then you need your parents or your caregivers to survive. And your mother is the most important one, because very often she is the one that is going to be with you for most of the time. So if there was not a secure feeling, or there were moments where there was not a secure feeling, you will feel like you're going to die. Because as a child, you cannot look objectively. As a baby, you cannot look objectively on the situation. So you only feel, my mother's not there, so I'm going to die. And that's why this feeling of being abandoned can be so tough on us. And the problem with having this fear of abandonment, what you start to do is be very needy. You start to be very needy with men, but not just needy, and with that you push away men. But what can also be is that you let in men that you should never let in, because you're so focused on getting the man that he's not leaving you. You're so focused on that you actually forget that this is not even a good person for you. So you're so focused on not being abandoned, not being rejected, that you sort of forget that you also should be getting a good person for you. The fourth mother wound is being a savior. So if you keep on attracting men that don't have their shit together, I mean emotionally, mentally, or financially, and you keep on attracting them in your life, and sometimes you feel like you're a therapist, like you're a coach, and not really dating him. You feel that you are always there for him, and he's not really there for you. If you keep on attracting these type of men, the source of why this happens is laying inside of you. Because indeed you attract them because you are a savior. And this might come from your mother being a savior. So you always saw this and you again copy pasted this. What can also be the case is that your mother was emotionally not stable and you tried to save your mother as a child. And with saving your mother, I mean that you saw that she was not happy. And what you would always try to do is cheer her up, listen to her, be there for her. And with that, step away from your own needs. So this can definitely be the case that you were a child and you did this to survive, to get the love from your mother, to get the attention from your mother. That's what you subconsciously do, and you might still carry this with you in your love life. The problem with this is that you keep on attracting men that don't have their shit together because they love to be saved. They love saviors like you. But with that, they're not saving themselves because they keep on being dependent on someone else. And you want to have a partner that takes responsibility and handles their own shit. So you don't want to attract these type of men, firstly. But secondly, what's going to happen, and probably this sounds familiar to you, that once you attract a man like that in your life, and probably it has happened over and over and over again, that these type of men in the beginning seem to be very happy with you, listening to them, being there for them, supporting them. But after some time, they seem to lose interest and they end up leaving you for someone else. Why this happens is because he doesn't want a therapist, he doesn't want a coach, he wants a date, a woman. And if you are acting like a coach, like a therapist, he's going to feel like a patient and he's not going to feel like a man, like your date. So this actually kills attraction as well. So please stop saving men. The fifth mother wound is the difficulty to set boundaries. So saying yes when you actually mean no. So saying no and then don't sticking to it. If you feel that you really have a difficulty with setting boundaries and sticking to it, then it might be the case that your mother had difficulties with this too. And then again, you copy paste it. What can also be the case is that when you set a boundary as a child, your mother got angry. So it was never safe for you to set a boundary. What can also be is that your mother needed you. And your mother needed you because she wasn't stable herself. So what you would do is put aside your own needs and you would take care of your mother. And yes, this is a savior, but at the same time, you also have never learned to take care of yourself, and with that, set boundaries. The problem with your love life when it comes to setting boundaries is that you attract men, or actually let men enter your life. Well, they should not even be in your life, and that's what boundaries are for. You push out the men that are not supposed to be there. But secondly, how this can sabotage your love life is that you might not attract the right type of men, because men, also women, they want a woman who says no when she means no and says yes when she means yes. Because this is a very attractive trait. It shows that you're confident, that you feel good about yourself and your thinking. And this is how you can actually repel men that are actually good men, that are actually high quality men, by not setting your boundaries, by not saying no when you mean no. So this is a very healthy and a very important trait to have to attract the right person for you. These were the 5 types of mother wounds that I had for you, and I really hope that this video was super insightful for you so you can stop sabotaging your love life. And I'm very curious, what type of mother wound are you still carrying around yourself at this moment, and how are you going to move forward in a different way after having seen this video? I'm very curious, so please let me know here in the comments below. And with that, I'm going to wrap up this video. Don't forget to get my free ebook, The 5 Types of Men to Avoid During Dating, here in the description below, and I hope to see you at the next video.